Okay, we're on.
All right, let's do it. Wait, are we in
Yeah,
the
we're
shot?
live.
We're in the shot too?
Yeah.
All right, let's get going. Here we go. What's up, world? This is the Cannonball Podcast. I am your host, Captain C. With me, and always, I have my crewmates here on this lovely January episode of the podcast. We have Gingerbeard.
My nipples are hard.
Okay, what the fuck?
It's cold out. Sheesh.
We have One-Eye Josh.
Armides, how's it be?
And we have, brought to you from the great north, on speaker, Strong Arms.
It is cold as fuck out here.
Yeah, your levels sound great.
Yeah.
It's gonna sound muffled.
A little bit, yeah.
It's alright.
And the snow is ridiculous.
I bet. We had 9 inches in the panhandle today. Or yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, Floridians didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Alright, so on today's episode, like we promised the last time we were together, we were gonna do the Strong Arms questions about his military career. Any more questions that we have, or extensive questions that we want to talk about?
I got one.
Alright.
Okay.
No. Alright. And then we're also going to go through our review of Wolfman. We all saw it. Foreshadowing, it's not good.
Yeah. I got one.
There we go.
Alright.
Alright,
Here's YouTube.
Alright. So we're good on YouTube. Alright. No, it's not good. The foreshadowing is not good. And then we're also going to go through... Hold on, let me get my notes up. Because I have my notes here. Nice. Alright, we're also going to go South African Cult, video game Batman Beyond, Haunted Dolls, and our what makes a good film and adaptations, and what is our favorite adaptation and what is our least favorite adaptations. But after delaying for a little bit, our first topic is Strong Arms. Any questions? One-Eye, you have one.
Yeah, I have a two-part question. One, is the beds at basic training, so at boot camp, are they comfortable, not comfortable, or you're just so tired you don't even care?
There you go.
Yeah, dude.
The last one.
The last one?
We're just happy to get
Sleep.
any amount of sleep we can get.
That's kind
Okay.
of
Like, through the whole time you're there, you're going to be hungry, you're going to be tired, you're going to be pissed off, all at the same time.
All right.
Oops.
Like how many? Okay, I have one then. How many people to a bunk? Or to
It's just top and bottom,
all right.
and they're like spread out throughout the squad bay.
All right. Any questions you got, Gingerbeard?
Like, what did you, like... Do you guys have some, like, I don't know, like initiation or something? To, like, it's like, prove you're a real squad, you know?
Oh, you're talking about like rituals that we have.
Yes.
I will happily share that.
Nice.
So obviously, like you have the culminating event of recruit training known as the Crucible, which talked about last time.
Mm-hmm.
But like basically it's like 2.5 days of like just being out in the field, going through obstacle courses, doing a whole bunch of shit like that, all while you get 2 MREs for the whole day. Those are meals ready to eat. They come in a pouch. And then you get 4 hours of sleep both nights. And at the end of it is a 9-mile hike with full pack, about 50 pounds worth of weight, all the way back to the parade deck. I went to Paris Island, by the way, in case y'all were wondering. And after that, once you make it back onto the parade deck, your drone instructor hands you your Eagle Globe and Anchor, and that's when you officially become a Marine.
Okay.
Wow.
That's just the Crucible. Now, Now, there are some rituals for when you get promoted. For instance, if I don't know if you guys have seen like pictures of me in a uniform, but the chevron for what your rank is placed on your collars. So when you get promoted, you select two people who are like special to you. You have them take the old ones off and put the new ones on. It's like pinning. They're pinning you. And then they'll just like beat it into your chest. We call that snake bite.
Oh.
And from then on, for the whole day, anybody your rank or above can snake bite you.
Wow. Okay.
And,
But that's not even the worst one. No, the worst one
Ooh.
is when you become an NCO. You know, like us, like Marines in their dress blues, like once you become an NCO, that's when you get the blood stripe on your blues. And it like goes like down your leg on the sides. So one of the traditions is like all other NCOs, like they will literally like they'll like knee you on like the thigh as hard as they can. And that's called getting blood striped.
What's an MCO?
Non-commissioned officer. That's corporal and above.
Is that what you were, or?
Yeah, I got out as a corporal.
Okay.
Of course, they're even more extreme when it comes to infantry. Like, for example, I know, like, when infantry Marines go on their first deployment,
That's his levels.
they,
Not bad.
like, they usually shave their heads.
Usually, yeah.
Or rather, their squad leaders will shave their heads to basically let everybody else know it's your first time.
As usual, yeah.
Well, to let everybody on YouTube understand, our friend who was a Marine, we got a special speaker for him to honor his military. It is a camo speaker. So if you are watching on YouTube on the channel,
Otaku Life for me.
you can see that he is speaking through the speaker with us. That's how he's here today. And from now on, that's how he's
Yeah.
going to be here on this podcast. Don't worry, we'll put a picture.
for
We'll put a
now,
picture
yeah.
of our
Of
friend
him?
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll put like a nice little picture on the speaker, facing the camera, so you all can see it.
Is him waking up?
Yeah, there you go.
Or him sneezing?
Yeah. Or no, him in his nice uniform for the ladies.
Yeah.
I look drastically different now.
Oh, definitely. All right. Well, all right. Then there's another one. Is I guess my other question would be like, what did you guys do for your off time? Like when you guys were not working?
I mean, for us, like, it was basically the same as a 9 to 5. So when people get off work, you know, some will go to the gym, some will, like, stay in their room, play video games, and some will go home to their families, if they have families. And usually on weekends, that's when we drink like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either in the barracks or out in town. We went out to Wilmington a lot, which is about an hour south of Camp Lejeune. And like if you go out there on a Friday or Saturday night, like you can see, like you'll be able to tell, like, oh, those guys are Marines. Besides like their haircuts and clean shaves, like some of them, like they want to let you know that they're Marines with their clothes. Some of them will have like tattoos that was like a dead giveaway. And I mean, I was never like that personally, but again, like it's a small town. People can tell.
Well, yeah, and they've also had the experience and the lovely experience of hosting past Marines.
My other question would be barracks beds. Are they better? Do they feel like an actual bed? Is I'm gonna ask.
They're the same.
Right.
Oh, so and again, you're just tired enough to not care.
No, I mean they're the same. Like the same quality.
Okay.
All right, that's not too bad.
Sorry. Do you know anyone who lost an arm or leg or both?
I don't personally. Well, I came in at like a very like kind of low bearing time, just because like literally a month after I got to my first unit is when the U.S. pulled out of Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, that was
So
fucked.
there's really
I agree.
nothing going on. I mean, if I went in like a few years earlier, or maybe back when I was 18, I most definitely would know some people.
Well, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have more knowledge of people because you'd be younger.
Hell, I'd probably be there myself.
Most
Probably
likely.
even went there myself at one point.
All right. Any more?
I got one more.
One more.
When you were when you were out on the town, was there ever a local that just wants to that sees you and just wants to fight you because you're a Marine? Like they're drunk locals, you know what I mean?
Okay. Well, in my experience, most of the people who were starting fights were the Marines.
Oh, so they were starting
Oh.
fights with the locals.
Oh, damn.
Like when,
Boy.
people get stupid drunk.
Yep.
And, like, they don't know, like, they have no awareness, I guess. And, that may be part of the reason why, like, some people, they see Marines out in town and are like, oh shit, a bunch of Marines.
Yeah.
Steer clear.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely makes
And-
sense.
According to, like, girls I talk to out there,
Thank you.
Marines are cheaters, they're not loyal, they're a bunch of fuckboys, things like that.
Mm.
Wow.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
All right. I have.
I mean, that kind of goes for all, like, military branches. Like, they all kind of share the same characteristics, but, like, Marines take it to the absolute highest power.
All right. All right. Well, I think that's kind of all the questions I had. And
Well, I do have one more.
all right, go for it.
It could be a little off topic a little bit,
All right.
but so as of today, our president is Trump again.
Yeah.
So, you think he's going to I don't know, like, what take you guys? Well, what take us back to Afghan or what?
No.
No.
I think his entire MO, sorry to cut you off,
Yeah.
Strong Arms is to keep us out of wars, not start wars.
President Trump, if I remember, was planning to withdraw from Afghanistan by, I believe, like, 2025.
Yeah.
But in no way, shape, or form, like, the sporadic just pull everybody out and see how it goes that we got from Joe Biden,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which, and
Hold
as
on.
you know,
It
ended
stopped recording.
horribly.
Hey. Oh. Oh.
And
Oh no. We
Yeah,
had a
that's
little.
what I mean, I'll say.
Yeah.
I
Kyle,
mean,
hang on.
Get out of the way.
Kyle, hang on.
It stopped.
We're having a little.
Technical difficulties, guys.
Yeah. Well, what's going on here? What the hell
Oh my
happened?
God.
It just fucking froze on me.
Oh my god.
There, I'm gonna do this. so I can save.
Oh my god.
Wait, so we just lost all?
No, it just stopped recording. We'll just edit it together. Is what we'll do.
Wow.
Damn.
Okie doke.
We've done it before. It's fine.
All right,
All right.
hold on. Let me.
Oh, sorry, Kyle.
Let me do this file. Hold on. I have to file and export to save the thing. We can still be on the YouTube, but it's not.
Yeah, we're still
Oh
on
yeah,
YouTube.
we're still on YouTube. That was-
Sorry for technical difficulties, guys, on YouTube. We might have a broken up podcast a little bit when we upload it.
Oh man. Man, oh man, oh man.
What?
That's what it is. I have to. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me do this real quick.
What's the problem?
Hold on. Okay.
Can you all hear us? Just making sure.
Shit.
Yeah, you could hear us because you were on the volume thing. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Let's do this now.
When you went on, never mind. When you went onto our pod, it was
Install.
on. Yeah.
Let me install because I was doing an update.
Oh,
another
no.
time. That's
Yes.
probably why.
Wanna...
So what? Let me install.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, just making sure.
Okay.
No, we can still be on the YouTube. So
Yeah.
can they hear him?
Yeah, they can hear us. Yeah, they can hear
No,
us.
can they hear Kyle
Can you guys hear Kyle? Or
Hello, hello, hello.
on the speaker?
yeah, they can hear us. Yeah, they can hear
No,
us.
can they
Hold on, find out.
Can you guys hear Kyle? Or...
Hello.
Yeah, they can hear him.
Alright, I can hear you.
Good. Thank you.
Oh,
So you can continue.
wait. I forgot what I was saying.
We were talking about Trump's plan to pull out of Afghanistan, but gradually, not one fall swoop.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why we like Trump better than Biden. You know, Trump gave the military 5 raises while he was in. Biden made us take an experimental vaccine and got Marines killed.
True.
Jesus Christ, Joe. What's your problem, dude?
And God forbid if Biden or anybody else was reelected instead of Trump, I wouldn't be talking to you from Brighton, Michigan. I'd be talking to you from, I probably wouldn't be talking to you. I'd be
You wouldn't be
Instant
able to give us
bunker,
all this
foxhole.
information. Alright. That'll work. Okay. Thank you. I'm up to date. There we go. Sorry about that. Alright folks, I'm sorry. Hopefully I can snip these guys together. I had to restart Audacity and make sure it's good.
Wait. So are we back on?
Hold on. Where we never left YouTube, so technically we're still on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's just the
Well.
recording. It's just my recording thing has to be on. Let me try this now. Yeah.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
I agree. Like,
It's not that bad.
oh man, it's the first time it ever happened, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's probably because of my computer. Let me just. You know what? I'm gonna restart it. Let me restart.
Or start over from the beginning?
No. We're not gonna start off from the beginning. I'm gonna restart the computer because I still have the save thing. We can still talk. Continue. Alright. Is there any questions for the audience that they have for Strong Arms for his Marine?
No.
No questions?
Yeah.
Not yet. I don't think. No.
I think I'm good now.
You're good on that?
Yeah, I don't
Alright.
imagine.
Well, when we get this up and running, then we can continue on. Our next topic is going to be the what do you guys want to do?
You want to do the Wolfman?
A review?
The Wolfman review?
Yeah, so we can get the rant out of the way.
Oh, Strong Arm. Did you see Wolfman?
I did not.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing.
You probably might save 3 hours.
and
Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't a 3-hour movie.
Well,
Yeah.
The movie was 3 hours?
No. Wasn't.
It's
It's like an hour and 40 minutes probably.
well, save your the
Money.
$15 per
Oh.
ticket.
Also,
hello. Shit.
Hello, shit. Oh no, it's not.
Hold on. Hold on.
Your microphone is shit. Yeah.
It's not the microphone, John. It was something else.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, it's not.
John, it's fine.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
For
it's
the love of
not.
fucking God.
No, it's not. God.
He's doing this on purpose.
You're doing this. There, see, now we're back up. You're
We
welcome.
are? Okay,
Yeah, we're back up.
okay. About time. Oh my God.
Good boy.
Yeah.
You know what? I swear to God, I will slap the gay out of you. I swear to God.
Chris, help me, please.
God
Get
damn
out
it.
of me.
Stop doing the
Can I-
South Park gay shit. I'm sorry.
Okay, Al.
Alright.
Let's-
So, sorry for the inconvenience.
God
We are
damn.
going to probably either upload the podcast separately or we're going to try and morph them together. We can
Yeah.
do that, not a big deal. Alright, continuing on with this episode, we're going to continue with our review of the 2025 Wolfman. And sit back, folks, because it's a bad one. Like, it is bad. Like, all right,
A waste
you know
of
what?
time and money.
Let's start with the grades. I'll start. 3.
3.
4.
It's
Yeah, I was
and
wondering.
he's a werewolf fan too.
I
for a
love
horror
werewolf movies. Some might say I am.
movie. Yeah,
That's my nickname in this friends group.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the one I just couldn't with this movie. It just sucks so bad.
no shit. It is one of the worst ones.
Yeah, you want to know why? With some flaws, I will Liz, you want to add
Yeah, I
some-
mean-
yeah?
The story made no sense half the time.
At all?
Like they try to point it out as this like that his dad was abusive or like he doesn't get along with his dad, but his dad never did anything really wrong. Okay. He's like, I didn't get along with my dad, so that's why I ran away from home. I'm like, but dude, all your dad did was try to teach you how to survive in the wilderness. Like, bro, what? I mean, yeah, it was a little harsh sometimes, but so.
Yeah, and in fact that there weren't a lot of people
Dying.
in the movie.
Yeah, there was
At
a lot
all.
of people dying. I will admit, this was a 10 times more brutal of a transformation than we got in American Wolf of London. In my opinion, in our collective opinions.
Yeah, I agree.
I do appreciate that the transformation happened more in increments than it was full on, because there was a level of pain going up probably.
Well, no, the sound effects were just fucking me. Here's another thing too. Me, Ginger Beard, and One Eye were the only 3 in the movie theater.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
nobody else. It was just the 3 of us, which also helped.
Really?
Yeah, there was nobody else. So we were loud and we were making fun of stuff. And
Yeah.
honestly, I'm going to say this now because we did this as a very funny joke. It's time for one of our funniest skits. The Wolfman rom-com.
Yep.
That's what this movie was.
Literally.
It was a literal rom-com. To the point where if you need to focus more on your marriage, just take them out to the middle of the woods.
And become a werewolf.
Again, Mom by a werewolf. Become
And-
a werewolf.
in this winter classic, lithotherapy.
In this winter classic, you know, what does it mean to be a human?
Dude, you stole his joke.
I did not steal his joke. I pointed it to him to give him credit.
Well,
That's still joke stealing.
because
You gotta let him say it.
My bad.
Well, it's too late now. So yep.
It's too late. Yeah.
And the
Whatever.
joke, and the joke is ruined.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, so yeah.
No, it is it's one of those ones where it's bad.
It was a
It's
tragedy.
I hate that like there was like 5 people in the movie.
There was 5 people in the movie, 1 death, 1 human death, one werewolf death.
Well, 2
Yeah.
actually.
Well, yeah, two technically. The main werewolf is not even evil, even though the entire trailers say that he's after the
The wife.
wife and the daughter, and he's not. It's actually the other werewolf, which is his breaking news, folks.
Spoiler
it's his
alert.
father.
Da-da-da. Even though I kind of was seeing it coming. And
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
a very elaborate thing.
that's another flaw. Like the story elements. Like
Mhm.
there are 2 cliched, you know, like that's how I knew it was gonna be the dad
Mhm.
because
Well, it's not just that you knew it was going to be the dad. You also knew it's literally they didn't have enough first off
backstory.
No, it's not the backstory. First off, the mother and the daughter have something called, in movie terms,
Plot armor.
plot armor, where they're not going to die. You know they're not going to die. That's the whole point of the movie. They're supposed to live because they're the mother and the daughter. You can tell. And there's only 3 other characters. So there is really no victim killing at all besides the mother and the daughter. And the dad's not even really hunting them.
No.
He's more of trying to get them to shoot him in the face.
Yeah.
That's the whole.
He's
That's the
probably in
whole.
so much pain.
Yeah, that's the whole story. Like
Whole plot of it.
Yeah.
like the story is the dad Blake, his name is he finds out his quote unquote abusive dad has passed away.
Which he's not even abusive in the movie.
Yeah, like they never show him abuse him. He raised his voice to him maybe twice.
To try and say,
Hey, this is the middle of the woods. Stay close to me. Don't
No.
run off.
yeah, and don't try and be a hero.
Don't eat those damn mushrooms. They will kill you.
That too.
Which is not
The poisonous mushrooms.
Yeah, the poisonous mushrooms, which we
Yeah.
all thought is like, oh, it's gonna be something like maybe they're a cure for the werewolf or whatever. We just don't know it. No,
No.
they play no role into this. It's just
He gets
No.
shot.
yeah, no, he just gets shot in the chest at the end of the movie.
this
It was
Movie
really
was-
boring.
was just lazy. That's all
It
it was.
it was lazy. It was written and directed by a woman.
Who probably had no experience at all.
Well, I think she was a rom-com director, really.
Yeah, I think again, and this is not us trashing a woman director. This is us saying that it was not a good film.
It's not a horror movie.
Yeah, it's just not scary.
Yeah.
I mean, they had
Oh.
3 jump scares, and you could call them out.
Yeah.
That's what I was waiting on, but
Yeah.
Well, I've never heard of a good female director. Just saying.
Ouch.
I haven't
Okay,
either.
that was Kyle. That was.
That was strong arms.
Yeah, that was strong.
Well, hang on. Think about it. Most of the stuff that are considered like bad movies has happened to be created by women.
I mean,
wasn't I noticed?
yeah.
Well, I mean, first off, compared to us, like
Yeah.
when we're comparing what we like our tastes, they can't really they're not gonna get like a guy's perspective on the movie.
The
Like,
only
Or appeal.
Yeah.
female director that I truly like, and besides these Diablo Cody, is a pair of twins that exclusively do horror films, and that's because they're they do really good films. They know the genre in and out, and they're Canadian actually, I think.
Well, to be fair, and another thing is another thing that hampered this movie, because I will say this: the CGI and the makeup and things for him looked really good. Like they looked really good for a werewolf movie. It's a shame it's in this movie, because if it was in any other werewolf movie, it would probably be really good.
Yeah.
It's a fucking shame.
It's a shame that is the only good part of the movie.
It's a shame because I actually thought the acting was fine. It was just the story had nowhere to go. It had nowhere to go.
I hated the kid.
The kid was annoying.
The kid did not help the movie.
I'm sorry. The kid's supposed to be 8 or 9 years old, and she acted like a 5-year-old, calling
Yeah.
him daddy or dada or it
Weird
just-
shit.
And then there were moments where the kid would just run into situations where you're just like, you're gonna die.
Stop.
Just stop.
Yeah, well,
You
just
just-
stop.
Well, that sounds more like a toddler.
Dude, I'm telling you, the girl is 8 or 9 years old, and she
And he was
acts.
acting like 5.
If you actually have a 5-year-old in the movie, I don't know if I guess it's hard what get a 5-year-old what to act.
Honestly, I was prepared to not like the mother. Mom, not a problem.
Yeah.
I didn't think the mom was a problem. Did she have a dyke haircut? Yes.
You hate the haircut. Huh?
It's a butch haircut. It's a girl with a boy haircut. No one
Okay,
likes
what
that.
time period is this supposed to be set in?
1995 is when we have the epilogue or the prologue.
Yeah.
Yeah, the prologue, and then like the actual story takes place in 2024. 30 years.
Oh, it's
In Oregon.
so it's a modern.
It's a modern Wolfman.
Oh no, because I remember like it always being set in like the 1800s.
Yeah.
See, that would
Oh,
make
sorry.
more sense.
Like, the one made in 2010.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not taking place in the 1800s. The original Wolfman took place in the 1930s and 20s.
That doesn't matter, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But, yeah. Okay. Sure.
Well, no, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just like honestly when I watch a horror movie, it's like okay. We watched Nosferatu.
Yeah. Which was great.
Comparatively, Nosferatu is way
Way
better
better, yeah.
than this movie. And it's one of those ones where it's like it's a slow-paced movie too. The difference is that the acting is phenomenal. Like they have really great acting. The story does not feel boring, even though it is a very long movie.
Yeah.
It does not feel boring. It's really taking what Nosferatu back in the day was and bringing it to modern audience. Again, that wasn't great. I graded that a 9. I said I thought 9.5. I thought it was great. You said 9.
Yeah.
The Gingerbeard said
3.
no.
Oh,
your-
wait.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Your grade was a little lower.
You said he had 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, his grade was an 8, even though like it was very loud.
Yeah.
And I understand Gingerbeard's complaint by that. It was a loud movie.
I'm just a fan of loud movies. So
Fair enough.
True. It's true.
Yeah,
But
so-
this one, it was just like the whole thing takes place over a night. All right, it's one night,
Yeah.
and
It should have been like weeks.
it should have been weeks. It should have been it should have been days if you
Yeah.
really wanted. If you really want to nitpick,
Yeah.
it should have been days. It should not have been one night, because it was excruciatingly long. Because there are moments where it's like it's 12 a.m. and then it cuts back to it's 1 a.m.
And like only an hour has passed.
But it's been like 15, 20 minutes in
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
Pacing's horrible.
The pacing was horrible. Like, dude, the whole thing. And then my favorite joke is when we finally get to daybreak after the werewolf has been shot. And there's this thing where they like the main character says there's like this ridge with the mountains and like the sun rises over it.
This is the director. I thought.
Oh,
I thought
it's
it
a
was-
Dude,
dude.
yeah.
Never
Wow.
mind. It was not written and directed by a woman. He just has a woman's name.
Well, get this.
What?
He directed the Invisible Man.
Well, that movie's shit too.
What 20? What 20?
That wasn't that bad. I like you like that one.
I don't like thrillers really.
That's fair enough,
I think
yeah.
it's kind of stupid. No, but there's this one scene where it's like it's the last scene, and the father pointed to like there's these two ridges when the sun rises. It's like you feel at hope.
You
feel
feel
at peace.
calm, yeah.
And I just said, I remember this is Captain C saying it. I was like, you know what would be fucked up is if the other werewolves are like right there as the mom, and the daughter are walking.
Like
And
the
camera
standing
pans,
and
and
everyone's
they're all just standing there like, you're gonna die.
Yeah, and it was like, nope, just about. I was like, you're like, I would have at least bumped it up like a point or 2.
It would have bumped it up like to a 3.5.
Yeah.
It's not even like it's just there's not enough bloodshed for a
Or
horror
people.
movie. There's not enough people, not enough bloodshed.
Yeah.
I prefer American Werewolf in London personally. I like that movie more for a werewolf movie. There's a couple others that I like. I do like the original Wolfman.
I like the original Wolfman. I like the Howling. I
Yeah.
like the American Wolf of London. I like the Wolfman 2010.
I think the more actors there are, the more that you can have a better story and a better development. I understand what he was going for. He's trying to
Yeah.
have like a father, daughter, mom kind of
The sins of the father.
like therapy session
Yeah.
kind of thing. It
Yeah.
did not work.
No.
It didn't work at
He
all.
was trying to show the nuclear family crumbling, and it wasn't helping.
No, it wasn't helping. Also, like you had like it just like you can't write children's dialogues.
He just can't.
You can't do it.
I don't think he has because of his own anyway.
No, he can't. That's why he doesn't have like you can't write children's dialogue because like having a 8 and 9-year-old say dad.
Yeah.
Does not help.
That's a little.
It's a little like are they treating her like a toddler the whole fucking time?
Well, all because they couldn't get a real toddler in there.
Honestly, if you are thinking about seeing this movie, I recommend don't ever.
Yeah.
Don't ever put this on any list. If you ever do see it, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You wasted 2 hours
And $15 on a.
on a fucking movie.
Yeah.
Or if you want to go see this movie, yeah, take a date. You know, get laid. You know, you don't need
Trying to be the only people in theater so you can get your dick sucked while watching it.
Yeah, that's probably the best entertainment you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right. I think that's good enough. I think we trashed this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall,
Overall, so
but don't watch it.
the next item on our list is a beautiful story that me and Josh found as a podcast. This is brought to us from the podcast, the last podcast on the left.
Yeah.
It is not a Democratic podcast for those of you who are listening. The reason why it's called the last podcast on the left is because they take place in California.
And they're leftists.
No, they're not leftists at all.
Ironically.
They are
It's-
not leftists.
And they're very much a horror fan podcast.
Yeah, they're horror. They talk about the occult and
A lot.
methods.
Uh,
One of the storylines is a South African cult that is a modern Charles Manson story. This cult is really famous in South Africa. It's not real known around here, but they brought the story to light for their fans and their audience. And what happens is that the head of this cult, which is a woman, makes her follow, and this leads perfectly into the movie review, makes her followers believe that she is a werewolf
Who's also a witch.
and witch / ex-Satan worshiper who is in danger from her past Satan people.
Plus, who's the leader is her own father.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a weird thing, dude. She gets so many people to give her money and things like this. The whole episode is just her tricking people into giving her money.
And also tricking people into murdering fellow Christians by
And then-
saying they're Satanists.
This is the funniest
Yeah.
part. This is the funniest part, how she convinced him that she's a werewolf. And she's a horrible actor. And this is literally from court transcripts. This is what they would tell people, this is how she would act. And she would literally say, "Oh no, I'm changing into a werewolf." And she'd go into the other room and just go, "Ah!"
Or like,
And then she would, for like 5 minutes, and then come out and be like, "It's over."
or like when they have sleepovers, she would like leave a single hair right.
I was gonna help you when she would pop up in a werewolf outfit. Just to,
It would be so much funnier if it
it
was.
would be.
Yeah. She would show them horror movies like that's what it's like in the
as documentaries
Yeah.
for the occult.
yeah.
The horror movie that she chose to be her werewolf documentary, as live documentary, was the 2010 Wolfman movie.
Yeah.
Which was a lot better than this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As her werewolf transformation, honestly, I would have picked American Werewolf in London, although
Yeah.
she did not set
Scream
herself
enough.
up for American Werewolf in London,
Yeah.
because that's like a 15-minute scream of like pain and agony
Yeah.
that does not help.
Nope.
But it is like, dude, the story just keeps getting worse and worse. They end up murdering 8 people, one of which is an ex-cult member.
Yeah.
Another is
A poor old lady.
a poor old lady and her neighbor and a priest. And that's their first 4. And then the last 4 are basically a bunch of weird murders that develop into like not even the occult. It just turns into a serial killing
Yeah.
spree.
The power of charisma.
Damn straight.
She's an ugly woman too.
Yeah, I was expecting her to be hot.
Well, yeah. Well, she's.
Oh yeah, and the amount of meth they were doing.
Ah, shit.
Josh,
Dude, see.
Sorry.
why did you do that?
Anyway, no. So the occult. Hold on, let me pull the name up. So basically, the episode is called "Last Podcast on the Left."
Oh, I hate you, Josh.
I know you do. Sorry.
You're not. You say you are, but you're not.
Hey, you worry would stop. Well, I know.
Oh yeah, no, I sent it to. I know who I sent it to. I sent it to Kyle.
Well, send it to me. So.
I also sent it to you. Last podcast on the left, the Kruger drop cult murders.
His name's Kugel Dors. So.
What, dude? It's a South African name, dude. I can't fucking read it.
I know.
That sounds like the plot of another shitty movie.
Thank you.
I agree. Wish they made a movie about it.
No. So that was what I was
They
listening
might.
to this weekend, and it made me die laughing, especially when they started talking about the werewolf scene, because I could not fathom that there were this many stupid people believing that someone is a werewolf
I agree.
with bad acting. I can understand if it's like great acting
Yeah.
and they picked a good movie to say a documentary on like how werewolf changes and stuff like that. But she was a horrible actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
For sure.
she didn't take bites out of her compatrons who slept with her during these werewolf transformations, or claw them, or make it, convincing that something happened.
Which
I don't
just
know,
makes
like-
no sense.
I don't know, fake blood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would help. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just.
Or a costume at least.
Yeah, you just look like idiots.
Well, again, the power of charisma. Well, like it's a crazy ability. Like,
Well, one of sorry, continue.
no, I think it's kind of how the Holocaust started.
Yeah, that too.
But charisma, like how easily convinced they were.
Well, there was one lady who was she was a middle school teacher, an English teacher no less, and she was the most bloodthirstiest of
She wanted to kill.
of her loyalists. She literally murdered the priest and everybody, and basically got her daughter into it, who was not a willing participant. She was just kind of like there because she was scared shitless because mommy was so bloodthirsty.
And also threatened to kill them if they did not get involved.
well, no, the head woman did, not the mom.
She did. The mom did too.
No, the mom didn't threaten them. The
Oh.
mom basically said, if you don't do this, we're all dead.
Yeah.
That's how she threatened her.
Yeah.
Like, do you want us all to die? That's pretty much it. The saddest part is that same daughter, who was 14 at the time of the murders, ends up going to life in prison just like everybody else, even though she didn't want to do the murders. And she really didn't do anything.
Well, she was. Well, I'm not arguing, but
Yeah, I know.
but it's tragic because even though they didn't do anything, you still would chose to join them, and
Well, I don't think she had a choice. Her mom kind of forced her.
And that's
her
who she lives
older-
with.
Yeah, that her mom kind of forced her and her older brother to move in with this cult and to kind of like leave their teachings. Her option to escape was to go into her studies.
But she was
And-
trying to become a doctor, bro.
That was her option of escape. Her brother dived right into the murders.
Yeah.
Like he literally joined Mama.
it's like he's one kid on Call of Duty.
Oh no shit.
The only problem is, though, is the brother got the life sentence
A what?
He got the lighter of the two.
because he
sentences.
spoke up in the end when he was
Yeah,
brought
he
in.
told on the cult. He flipped. He flipped quick.
Mhm.
And then got a deal.
And the sister didn't because she didn't think she did anything wrong.
She didn't.
Yeah, she
really,
didn't.
She didn't really kill anyone. She was kind of like
Just there.
yeah, in the room. But
Yeah.
the South Africans felt betrayed. Well, they felt stupid.
Yeah.
Well, I probably felt that she could have stopped it,
Probably that too.
but of course, what she was like, She was
14, 15.
scared and
yeah,
stuff. And
Definitely young, 14, 15. Like,
you could have done something. I was a kid. I didn't know shit.
yeah, I had no idea what the fuck was going on. I was too fucking scared of my mom.
Yeah.
Bloodthirsty.
I was taught that it was okay to kill innocent people. Well, sorry, that's how I was raised.
So that, if you guys want to
Yeah, it
go,
does.
if you guys want to watch that podcast, I'll put it in. I'll put the link and we'll put the link in the description of the YouTube video and other things, so you guys can look at and you guys can listen to that podcast. It's a very good podcast. I recommend it. I do. That's it for that. The South African Colt.
Yeah.
Next item on our agenda for the podcast. Hold on, there it is. Let's do, I guess, good film adaptations. What do we think is a good film adaptation, and what makes a good film adaptation? Like what is, like, let's start with our favorite films that we think are the best adaptations
From the original source material.
from their source material. Yes. I'll start. My favorite film that I think has the best adaptation or holds good adaptation is The Dark Knight.
Agreed. Yeah.
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 I think that's a really good example of a film that holds true to the source material.
Yeah.
All right, Gingerbeard, you have a film?
Well, I'm thinking of and adaptation.
Yeah, that holds well to the source material.
Well, I would say Sonic.
Sonic 1 or Sonic 2?
2.
Sonic 2?
Yeah, because it's mostly based on the second and third the game. It came out in the 90s. You know?
All right, I agree.
Yeah, and it keeps a lot of elements from the original,
Mhm.
and they actually give a lot of screen. I'll give a lot, like a good amount of screen time for Sonic and Pals because of the with the CGI cost and stuff. But
Alright.
yeah, it's good.
All right. You?
For me, I have 2. So my first,
one. You get one.
fine. 1, Assassin's Creed.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was very done with the source material they had. They did their well to branch out just a little bit from make an original story from a game.
Well, I read that it's supposed to be canon with the
It
games.
is. Yeah, it is.
Like, I don't understand how, like, well, so if we're going to make another Assassin's Creed story, then why a movie? Like, why can't you make it into a game? Like it. I'm like,
Well, because at the time, that's what Sony wanted to do.
Yeah, and
And Ubisoft applied to it. Pledged to it. Also, another thing is they probably wanted to get this story taken care of, so they probably just wrote the story for the movie. And they said it's canon. It is canon. It follows the video games to a T.
yeah,
The other thing is too is that a lot of the aspects of the animus in the game is instead of them just laying there and being connected to the computer, and how this muscle memory worked that way basically is that they perform the movements of their ancestors, and that's how the muscles remember what they're doing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Which makes sense.
it does. Yeah, I like
That
that.
makes more sense than them just laying there.
Yeah, also, the canon thing is that the animus they're using is a prototype animus before the one that Miles Morales uses.
Miles Morales.
Not Miles Morales. Sorry, the guy. It is Miles.
Spider-Man.
You were
Spider-Man.
dude.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I played Assassin's Creed 3. My bad. Miles.
Desmond.
Desmond
His
Miles.
name
Yes.
is
Desmond
Desmond.
Miles. Yes.
Desmond. Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
I mean, I know it's not a common name, but actually, in my opinion, it sounds like a cool one name actually.
It is a cool name.
But Desmond.
Yeah, but
It's
I think it is considered the prototype to the one before Desmond uses.
I'm good.
Well, Morales.
Oh my god.
That was hilarious.
That's gonna live on this podcast
Forever and ever.
All right, Strong Arms, your movie.
Okay. I'll tell you mine. It's a cartoon adaptation, and that is the first Scooby-Doo movie.
Ah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay. And, well, mainly for one reason is that, like, the casting was, like, perfect for every character involved, but especially for Velma and Shaggy.
Oh my god.
They
That
got the
guy
right ones.
is perfect.
Yes,
For
Matthew
Shaggy.
Lillard was the best for
He
Shaggy.
still voices Shaggy.
I know.
Which is good.
He is a Shaggy.
Yeah. Hands down.
Agree, girls though. I liked him in other stuff also. But like,
I liked him in most of his movies that he does.
I liked him in Scream. That was a good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he played a good villain. Well,
So and then we're gonna give our least or our worst movies that were made into adaptations. We'll go the other way. Strong Arms, your worst movie.
Well, if y'all can't already guess mine, I'll just say it. The Last Airbender.
Oh, that's not even a worst, but it's a tragedy.
And the three of us disagree.
Wait,
The
what?
worst movie.
Oh, the
No,
movie, yeah, the movie.
I was gonna say the fucking show.
Oh yeah, but
I mean, y'all know, I wasn't a fan of that either, but the movie is
This is the worst.
it's tragedy. The
It's
tragedy.
awful. Like,
and I
horrible
jumping on that.
casting,
I want my
horrible CGI,
I want my fucking money back.
horrible, like, not even the martial arts
It was
was
horrible.
completely unrealistic.
No shit.
The acting
And
was horrible.
trying to condense a season of 20 episodes into a 2-hour movie,
Didn't work.
That's hard to do.
No.
Yeah, you can't.
like,
Do
you
that.
just leave so much out.
All right. One Eye, your movie that's
The
your least
worst.
favorite. The worst movie for adaptation.
I'm gonna say 2010's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm a fan of the original Nightmare on Elm Street.
Even though he was always supposed to be a pedophile.
It doesn't matter to me. I mean, yes, he was originally supposed to be a child molester. Okay, but it doesn't. It just does. The actor doesn't do it for me. There was some level of comedic to Freddy the Krueger that I always enjoyed.
I don't remember him being that comedic in the first movie though. He was more scary in the
I mean, he was scared, but there was some element, just small.
No.
elements.
You're
No.
see, here's where I think you're thinking of the third one or the second one. No, the third one. The third and the second one you're thinking more of. The first one, he's just more scary. He's not that comedic. He's not that funny in the first one. Well, I
mean,
don't think
no,
that. I'm just saying. Because I've seen the first one.
But in the remake, he's not funny at all.
Well, in the remake, no, he's not funny because they went for a more scary element than they did for the because they. I think the actor. I personally think the actor did the right thing. He didn't want to, impersonate.
Robert Englund, which
Yeah.
at
He
least I
wanted to make
appreciate.
Freddy
Yeah.
Krueger his idea. Like he wanted to do his version of Freddy
Yeah.
Krueger, which I think is. I don't hate the remake like everyone does. I really don't. I think the remake is just as fine as any of the others. Not like the second or third one. I think those ones are better, hands down, for Nightmare on Elm Street. But like,
There's something that rubbed me the wrong way when I first saw it.
it's because they called him a pedophile. That's what it is.
Okay, maybe it was that. Yeah.
They literally make him a pedophile in the remake. That's what rubbed every Freddy Krueger fan the wrong way. Is that it was implied he was a pedophile.
Yeah.
They didn't outright say he was. And that's probably why it rubbed so many people the wrong way. All right, Gingerbeard, your movie for worst adaptation.
Yogi Bear.
Wow, I was not expecting to say that.
Yeah, neither was I.
Yeah, I didn't even see the whole thing. I saw like part of it, and I'm like, fuck is this shit?
It's horrible.
Fuck is this?
It is horrible.
And Justin Timberlake as Boo Boo. I mean, like of all people,
I didn't even know he was Boo Boo.
Wait, what?
I didn't even know he was Boo Boo.
Yeah, well, he makes a good. I'll give him this. He makes a good Boo impression. He does. He. But still, I mean, with Justin, I would pick like the current voice actor, like whatever they're like remade or like just use just use original voice actors, and they can give what their I don't know.
Yeah.
What give them what their character elements,
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but this is what Dan Aykroyd, I think, is Yogi, I think.
Oh, all right.
I hate that. I don't want this movie.
All right. Well, okay. Well, my worst adaptation for a movie is Daredevil.
Fair enough.
Oh, with Ben Affleck?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't like. Honestly, I didn't. I just rewatching it. I just don't like it. Personally, I like hearing more about the behind the scenes of what they wanted to do for the movie and how they wanted to emulate Daredevil, which I was like, okay, that would be more cool.
Yeah.
But the way they went about it didn't really work.
But the approach was like it's one of those things that looks good on paper.
Yeah, but it did not work.
Yeah, and work on in practice.
Yeah, I remember. It was very much a movie,
Mm-hmm.
like a product of its time.
True. Even though, I'll say this fact, most of the Marvel movies back in the day, I kind of liked. I liked Fantastic Four. I liked Ghost Rider.
I liked Incredible Hulk.
Well,
Incredible Hulk.
well, so did I. Back in the day, we were just kids. We just like anything.
I still like them though. Even
Yeah.
if like they could say like their flaws and all, it's like there's still something about them that's just like it's nice. Daredevil, no.
Yeah.
There's just nothing about it. It's just the way that they handled the whole story elements and things like that. It just doesn't work.
Speaking of sorry, a little off the topic here.
Mhm.
Just a short one. Well, so are you guys interested in seeing the new Daredevil movie or?
Sure.
Oh,
Oh, wait, that was a movie, right?
No, it's a show.
it's a show.
Daredevil
yeah.
Reborn.
I might be interested
They're
in.
bringing back Kingpin, bring back the Punisher,
Nice.
which I'm a fan of.
I'll watch
And
it. I'll
even
watch
Hawkeye.
it, but if it does not hold up to what they promised, what they promised, I'm not. I'm gonna
Like-
stop.
In order for it to succeed, it has to keep the same tone that it did when it was being made by Netflix.
Yeah.
Well, you see about Netflix. Well, like I watched all 3 of the seasons of Jessica Jones, and I am not a fan. And if she's that, what
No, I was like did this.
did you watch it?
Yeah, but I never really liked Jessica Jones to begin with. So
Yeah, I watched it because it was it's part of the MCU, and I watched it after I watched Daredevil.
The only show from Netflix, actually 2, Punisher and Daredevil were the only 2 that I actually liked.
Yeah.
the only 2 that I actually liked were Iron Fist and
No.
I never watched it because I heard it was horrible.
I know you didn't like it.
Horrible.
It is not horrible.
It is horrible.
To the fans of the Iron Fist, it's not, but okay.
Who to you?
Okay.
Just say to you.
There are fans of Iron Fist.
No, there aren't. Then they have no taste.
Who's right? Who's wrong? I never saw it.
And I was gonna get there, and then the Daredevil. I like the Daredevil.
Okay.
About
Alright,
Punisher.
Well,
I
I
fucking hate
personally
Punisher.
Oh yeah.
other than Daredevil and Punisher, the second season of Luke Cage.
All right.
I never saw it.
Oh yeah, and I also watched Defenders.
No.
Nah.
Well, that was just the Netflix Avengers.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. Like, well, it's kind of like bootleg Avengers. No, that's like B-list Avengers.
Well, I think the example that we're trying to go for the audience that are watching on YouTube, which I doubt, I don't know how many people are watching, but the example that we're trying to set is that like what makes good adaptation is to basically keep to the story. That's kind of what it is.
Mhm.
It's like stick to the source material as best as you can. That we like as an audience and as a fandom of the source material, we understand that there are going to be things that you can't make live action. And maybe it's better to be animated because animated is probably the best, in
Approach.
between. Yeah, because you can do most of the stuff that you take from the comic books into the animation.
And plus, you use CGI in live action anyway. Like Michael would just use it for like a whole movie, like a Lion King would did. Like,
What do you mean Jungle Book? I was more successful than Lion King.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
That-
don't rip off the whole. Don't rip off the '90s movie.
Yeah.
And make shot for shot remake of it. Like, don't do that.
Well, I'm just saying with that.
Yeah.
Since there were no people in the movie, like it's pretty much all a CGI cartoon.
But true. I know.
Do think that, yeah.
Okay. Well, really, just to piggyback on what you were saying, staying true to the source material, I believe it's really all about the characters. If like the characters are completely different from what it was in the cartoon, like you wouldn't know that that's who it was, besides the movie telling you.
That's true.
That's why I'm a fan of movies like Scooby-Doo and Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2, and why I'm not a fan of the Netflix adaptation of Avatar and Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Man.
When they
Such a fucking.
when they start messing with the characters, like if I'm not
All right. I'm gonna
In the same way.
get into this argument now because it's like we've had this argument in the past podcast. They made it mature for a grown up audience that loved it when they were kids. That's the
Stop
whole point. of
seeing
kids.
it from your child perspective, bud. I get it. You're seeing it as the kid who watched it on the thing was Saturday afternoons they used to show the new episodes. I don't remember exactly,
I don't know.
but you're watching it from that perspective. Don't watch it from that perspective. You can have a little bit of that perspective, but you just don't go, hey, it's the same Avatar I grew up with. No, it's not going to be the same.
For fuck's sakes, we're all like I'm 28. You're 28. You're 28 now. Happy birthday, One Eye.
Thank you.
Everything on it?
Yeah, it's his birthday. Yeah,
Birthday yesterday,
you're
yeah.
27. You have to Strong Arms is 27. Yeah, you have to understand. We're a mature audience. We expect if they're gonna do like a reboot of the show to be more, and it's for adults, to be more adult appropriate, which means you have to be more mature.
Well, it's like I see it like with the MCU.
Yeah.
Okay, well, like MCU changed a lot of original storylines.
You got that right.
Yeah, like that's what Wasagi's were doing,
Well, when it comes to Netflix, I couldn't tell the little bald kid was Aang beside the arrow on his head, and I couldn't tell the other guy was Sokka besides his hairstyle.
Okay, now that's a lie.
That's a
What
lie.
the
man.
hell?
You lying sack of...
It's you know what? Alternate universe. Okay, it's alternate universe.
Yeah,
like,
it's not even.
what
It's not even based. It's a completely different universe. It's not even the cartoon.
It's an adaptation, like MCU. Okay, like
Okay, but there's a difference between like pieces like that and, like I said before, Scooby-Doo. They got the characters down perfect. They were exactly like they were in the old Scooby-Doo. Fred, Velma, Daphne, Shaggy, and Scooby.
Can I please?
what I is.
Can I?
Go on.
Yeah, sorry.
They did not. They fucked over Scrappy fucking Doo. I will say this right now. I respect Scooby-Doo the movie, but they did not get every character right because Scrappy-Doo would never turn on his fucking uncle. He loved his uncle. So don't
Okay.
go there.
Well, he was annoying in the cartoons. He's annoying in the movie. That's really all you need to know.
He, I kind of agree with that.
Honestly,
That's
I
like
agree with that too. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, you can say he's annoying, but again,
I prefer the second movie over the first movie all day.
I
Every
agree.
day.
I like the second movie more.
Yeah, well, just that way. Like, I'll say this: the first one, I kind of agree with you. I kind of agree with you on the Scrappy part. Like, I just wouldn't have him at all.
Yeah, like if you're gonna fuck him up over, sorry.
Sorry, or maybe just a cameo. You know?
Yeah, he could have been like at the mission machine scene where like, and he's like, hey guys, I'm gonna go somewhere else now. Like I don't want to go on part of this adventure, but
No, that would have been stupid.
A Scrappy, you know adventure. Yeah, but
No, I prefer Mystery. I prefer Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, where they literally said Scrappy-Doo died, and it,
I will take that option too. Like what? Like even that was fine, but
Daphne,
dude, you are just.
Daphne, it's okay. It's
but
okay.
that's I'm just upset because he insulted me when they said they got perfect. No, perfect would have been Scrappy isn't the villain.
He insulted me. What's up there?
Okay, so you
He
can see my problem
insulted
here,
me with the fucking Avatar.
He
stick.
also me too. So we were good.
Well, thanks for speaking out. I guess.
That's
like,
true. That's true.
That's
Dude,
very
I don't.
passionate.
Like, first off, it's everyone has their own different tastes and their own
There's-
opinions. That's the whole thing.
I need
Yeah.
a motherfucking drink.
There's dark peppers on the first and second levels.
Okay,
Alrighty.
now, see, my whole point is,
Yes.
you can change the plot a little bit, and I'm fine with it. But when you change the
I'll wait later.
characters,
Thank you. No.
like, what am I even watching?
Well, first off, again, and I'm going to tell you this, and I'm telling you this now. The reason why they changed the characters, my friend, is you have to understand the audience that grew up with Avatar: The Last Airbender are now adults. So they have to make them mature.
Also,
They have to do a more mature route. That's the whole point. And also, it's not fun to have a shot-for-shot remake of the cartoon. If you're going to do that, just watch the cartoon.
Also, I doubt highly the fact that the way Sokka was back in the day in the cartoon would fly at all in live action on Netflix. Okay?
Personally, I didn't really give a shit that he wasn't sexist. I didn't care about it because at the end of the day, it's about him becoming the leader that he's supposed to be.
Yeah,
And
not
he's not the perfect leader. He
No
doesn't
one
start
is.
out as a
Yeah.
perfect leader. He's gonna fall and he's gonna fumble and fall, and he does that a little bit in this series. He doesn't do it a lot, but he does it a little bit. Like it's fine. That's the whole point of it, you know.
yeah.
Yes. Sorry, I was looking up if Avatar is in season 2, and it seems that it is.
Woo.
No.
Nice. Okay.
All right, now, well, three out of the 4 of us are excited.
Yeah, I'll get. Yeah, okay. I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
Same with One Piece.
No shit. All right, well, all right. So that was the adaptation thing.
Yeah, that was a big one. Huh?
It's just the thing is like everybody has their own tastes and their own opinions on it. That's fine. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to like something. Not everybody's gonna like the same thing. That's fine. Like for starters, I don't like Dragon Ball Z. That's perfectly fine.
And I love it.
That's fine.
I don't like Dragon Ball Z either.
Yeah.
And I love it. I
And-
love it passion.
And Strong Arms likes Dragon Ball Z, but that's fine. I respect John's opinion on it. He's allowed to like what he's allowed to like. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I feel the same way about One Eye's like about Harry Potter our captain's having a face right now. So, yeah.
He's laughing because he remember what he said to me today.
Well, you want to know Well, tell us what you said, or
No, it's fine.
I'm curious now. But all right.
We'll tell you in the car.
Well, so yeah, so yeah, we all have our things but Captain, you really love Transformers, which I do also, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're compared to me, you're like the teacher. No,
Dude, I'm
a preacher of Transformers.
Dude, I'm very knowledgeable about Transformers. I can tell you a lot about each robots. I've watched most of the series. I watched the 80s. I watched Beast Wars. I watched all of the shows when we were a kid, from Armada to Energon to Cybertron. I watched Transformers Prime. I've watched Transformers Animated.
You can turn that into a religion, you know, like.
I've done that with Assassin's Creed and Star Wars,
I
and
mean, like,
They
first
failed?
off, when it
Harry
comes to
Potter.
like,
Oh,
if you wanna go on like that, like, first off, when it comes to anime, I am a huge fan of Bleach. I like Naruto. I'm not a huge fan of One Piece. One, I think One Piece is lazy and it's completely stupid.
I get that. Yeah, and plus, I've been told what the art style is not for everyone, because like, well, you know how like in our cartoons, based off anime.
Oh yeah.
Well, in his case, they base it off of art cartoons. If you
No
think
shit.
about it, like especially Tom and Jerry.
Well, yeah, that definitely it's completely different from most anime art styles.
Yeah, I guess that's why it's so like popular in Japan. Like it's different, you know.
And like the thing about it is too, like I like Naruto because I watched that with my cousin, but it was like it's just something that like it was appealing to me when I first started, and then like I couldn't get enough of Shippuden. Like Bleach, I like Bleach because I love samurais. I like the story of it. I like the way it's like a very much a very much a shinobi or shonen kind of thing.
Yeah.
Very loner samurai warriors,
So-
and like the way their power sets are, like that's my thing. One Piece, I just never could get it. One, it's too long.
I get you
Sure.
that.
It's really long. I can
It's still
never
going.
get it. But it's like another thing. It's like I understand like strong arms and like you like Dragon Ball Z because when you were kids, that's what you guys watched, and Yu-Gi-Oh too. Like
Yeah.
I like Yu-Gi-Oh.
I like Yu-Gi-Oh. I would say for me, my biggest things that you probably don't get when it comes to anime is isekai. I know he will give it a try. You don't like it, and that's totally fine. And
Oh, sorry.
no, and the other one I would say is Yu Yu Hakusho. That was one of my first few animes I ever watched as a kid.
I need to watch that again because that's a classic.
It's a classic.
I never saw the last episode, and I'm pissed off at that.
I'll die on this hill. I think the live action wasn't that bad. On Netflix, I didn't think it was that bad. I mean,
I never saw it, so I don't know.
I will admit that one of my friends said that they tried to tie too much of an episode, like arc, into one season. I will give you that, but I still think it wasn't that bad of a show.
All right. So I think we got enough.
Well,
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
say
Yeah.
something else,
So what are you gonna
please.
say?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
So live action Attack on the Titan and a live action Full Metal Alchemist. Why can't you use like Western actors like in One Piece? Like I mean.
Because the live action Full Metal Alchemist were made exclusively in Japan, whereas like
One Piece is just
One
like
Piece is American studio, like Netflix, they wanted to make it. Now that doesn't mean that like a company like Netflix couldn't do a live action Full Metal Alchemist if they got the creator's permission, and the creator was involved in the creation of it, because I don't think fans would want them to. You know, that's the difference between One Piece. It's like the creator of One Piece is actually involved in the making of Netflix.
Yeah, the one another live action anime that I truly enjoyed, live action Parasite, movie and show.
never saw it. I saw the anime. I loved it. Yeah, it was good.
All right. I think we're good
Yeah,
here.
okay,
unless
yeah,
unless
sorry.
Strong Arms wants to contribute to this.
I gotta feel if I go any deeper, then
Oh no, iceberg.
it's gonna last forever.
Probably, yes. Very much so. What the hell?
You did that, not me.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I got a little.
No, it's alright. Alright, the next
Fine with it.
topic is going to be, I think, a fun one. Is the haunted dolls topic, which is something that we discussed on the phone. And that'll probably be one of our last ones.
Yeah.
First off, the question is, I'm going to ask around the table, do you believe in haunted dolls? Or do you think dolls can be haunted?
Like, it depends. Well, personally, I believe that they can get in your head. You can like hallucinate, or get paranoid about like
He's not wrong.
No, did I say anything?
you could have nightmares about them.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, so yeah, I think they're haunted in
Okay.
the normal fashion.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are gonna say like they can get up and walk around. Like
I don't.
Only in your dreams.
I mean, I would say I don't think all haunted dolls can get up and walk around. Do I think maybe it's possible? Sure. Have I seen videos where it's happened? No.
Unless for the robots.
Of course,
Like,
they wouldn't
nigga.
show it on video, would they?
no, they don't want to be seen.
Yeah. Do I believe haunted dolls can be haunted? Yes.
Well, yeah, we have one that's not too far from here in Key West called Robert, who has been known to give people cancer and other
Bad luck stuff.
other ailments of the romance kind.
Oh,
Yeah, bad romance problems.
I thought that was corporate America's job.
And then you have Annabelle, who's the famous doll in Connecticut, close to where Strong Arms is, not too far away. And then you got Miss Peggy in Las Vegas.
Miss Peggy?
Ah,
Oh my god.
I never heard of that one. I don't think they did.
She's kind of a newer haunted doll.
She's very powerful though.
Is she a Muppet?
No.
No, I don't think you should say that.
She's a blonde porcelain's doll called Peggy.
She's actually plastic, I think. I don't think she's porcelain.
Well, whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's
The
not-
closest I saw to paranoia in Vegas was when we walked by the intersection where Tupac was shot on Las Vegas Boulevard.
True. Well, the thing is like with Peggy is that like she's known to like curse people through cameras. So like if you take a video of her or take a picture of her, supposedly
Or you
curse-
stare into her eyes.
or you stare into her eyes, she'll curse you. Supposedly. Most of them, if you disrespect them, they'll
fuck you up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although I will say this, the one story that Annabelle has is the famous motorcycle accident where the guy like tapped on her thing.
Yeah, I was
and
mocking her.
mocking her. There is actually no physical evidence or police records that actually exist for that accident.
I agree.
So that one you probably have to take at face value. So basically what happens is
Yeah.
while they were driving home, the guy got into a motorcycle accident. He hit a fucking tree and like completely broke his body.
He died. and
But the
his,
girlfriend survived.
Yeah.
Which is like, how?
like, wasn't she mocking her too?
Well, no, but like when you go into a tree at 100 miles an hour,
Yeah, they're
like,
both dying,
everybody- Yeah, both people are dying. So like, there's no way she could have lived. That's the problem.
Right.
That's the reason why the accident is kind of
Eh.
fishy. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I don't believe in that.
Superstitious?
Superstitious. Although there is evidence because like there are video evidence of them talking to you. Like yes, that she probably is haunted.
I
because
love
she
you.
will,
Oh, she threatened.
she straight up will threaten you. Like I'll kill you.
If I'm in a room, if you're in a room with me alone, I will kill you.
I'll get the chance. I'll kill you.
Of course she talks. You pull a string out and it talks.
Annabelle doesn't have
Laugh
a string.
string.
Oh god. No.
It's just a doll. Even Robert doesn't really. The stories with Robert is that he does talk, but it's like when the original owner and him were very like when they were kids. Like,
Yeah.
the parents would say like they would hear two distinct voices. They would hear their son and then like a very deep like demonic voice
Graspy.
talking to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And like he would blame the doll for everything. Like
I didn't break the vase. Robert did.
that's where that's where the inspiration for Child's Play came from.
Yeah, I know.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's funny because whenever I hear something like that, my comedic side, my comedic brain picks in. It's like, imagine.
Oh.
That's her food.
Oh, imagine if like the parents of the kid who owned Robert are just sitting there being like, "What do you think he's doing up there?" And he's like, he's just having a conversation with Robert. And he's like, "That's Robert? I thought he had a friend."
He does.
And no, like, he walked in over there, he's gonna get mad. Robert wanted to play
Weird.
stuff.
Well, I wanted to play weird. Then he would also talk to him when he was an old man,
Yeah, like in the last years of
like
his
in
life,
his 80s.
well, in his last years of life, he locked himself up in his attic and just spent the rest of his time painting and talking to Robert.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert, do you like this rainbow? It's like you should kill yourself.
I'll think about it.
The,
Yeah, it's so
the,
red.
the person I feel most bad for was Robert Otto Eugene's wife. This is the actual kid's real name, who got Robert.
He went by Gene the rest of his life.
Yeah, I feel bad for his wife because she was always singing fiddle to the doll.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Of the show on Apple TV, The Servants.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, where the wife uses a doll to pretend she's her dead baby, and that's it's disturbing a little bit.
Look,
but-
honestly, I'm gonna say my grandmother, rest her soul, because she's dead. She had an entire room called the doll room. She collected dolls.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When you go in that room, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter if these things are, if you believe it or not. You feel like you're being watched by 100 eyes. Like
Yeah.
they will, and try sleeping in that room.
So I got a similar story. My aunts used to be the queens of the claw game. Stuffed animals. They win every single time they play.
Feed the Crane, right?
Yeah, they won that game every single time. So much so that their room in my grandmother's house was filled at one point wall to freaking wall with stuffed animals and baby dolls and all that type of stuff. And back in the day when I was a little kid, before I ended up sleeping in the living room, I would sleep in that room with my brother. So try to sleep when there's thousands of dolls just doing this at you. It got better when they installed a TV in there. Then I didn't have to focus on the dolls.
Imagine if they were owls.
I like to point
it would
out.
be worse.
I like to point out. One
It's
of
like
the scariest things was when my father. This is a true story. I was little, and my dad told me to open one of the dressers up there, and there's this doll called Chucky. It's not the Child's Play doll. Don't get this out of your head.
Okay.
Chucky was a severed baby head with one eye.
I it's even worse, I think, in my
How do you
opinion.
have that?
My grandmother yelled at him and said, "Why would you tell him he's up there?" I would not sleep for 3 years. I would not sleep in that room with that fucking severed baby's head. And it didn't matter. It wasn't out. It was right there.
You just knew it was there.
Yeah.
That's me. That's me. Anytime dolls just have this thing. It freaked me out. My mom has porcelain dolls, and I hated it. I hated having to come into my parents' house every single day because it was like you walk in, they're right there looking at you.
I will say there's nothing more creepier. Porcelain dolls are creepy. There's nothing more creepier than Amish dolls. They have no face.
Well, yeah.
They have no face. And
Yeah.
there's something about not having a face, but it has the clothes of an Amish person, and it just kind of like looks at you where you're just kind of like, you want
Yeah.
to, you just kind of,
It's like-
you don't even acknowledge it. You're just kind of like looking.
I don't want to.
No, I remember a thing like that. Like they used to say like them having a face or any kind of cosmetics was like insulting to God.
Mm-hmm. They're very old school. Very
And
old.
actually, there's a show that I used to watch called Amish Haunting, where they said that actually, if if the doll has a face, it's a gateway for the devil.
Very
Yeah, that
Okay.
that sounds like.
That sounds. I mean, I guess that's not completely. I don't know. I'm not a hell expert, so.
Dude, it's fine.
Um,
I just think dolls. I think naturally. I think anything with a face that's like kind of like looking at you. That's not an action figure or thing like that. Like it's like almost human size. Cause right, dude, the Annabelle doll is 3 feet tall.
You can tell it's a doll. It's a little child size.
Yeah, it's like a toddler. So like yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's like it's like an actual child.
Yeah.
See, the weird thing about me is I don't like dolls, but I don't mind Ventriloquist dummies.
Well, I mean, it depends on like a Goosebumps one. Like,
No, just in general, I don't mind them. I mean, obviously, I don't want it staring at me in the middle of the fucking night, but you know what I mean?
I don't like the teeth. Like they in their mouth, like in Toy Story 4. That was creepy.
Oh, that dummy, yeah.
Yeah, with the henchman of the.
Honestly, I prefer Nutcrackers. I don't know why. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, they are funny.
I think of that. I think of
Oh.
I think of it as a wrestling move. The Nutcracker.
Just hit him in the nuts.
I'm like, God damn it. That'd be
I
cool.
just cracked your nuts.
Also, the other weird part is my grandmother put my like toddler clothes on one doll,
Okay.
and that's the part that kind
Some
of like,
voodoo shit.
that's where like I
You
was
trying to
like,
kill you or what?
yeah. It's like, Grandma, I think it's gonna kill me. It's like, it's not gonna kill you. It's gonna replace me. Oh, what the fuck are you doing?
My grandma always told me that the doll room wasn't supposed to be scary. And again, like I said before, the reason why I love horror movies so much is because I had to get used to shit fast. And my grandma said if I was gonna fall asleep those nights, you couldn't walk about 1 foot into her house, not seeing a horror something, horror books, horror. Fucking deer heads mounted on the wall. You have to grow something. You gotta grow thick skin to enjoy staying there.
Yeah, that's true. But honestly, I would much rather see taxidermy over a doll.
Oh, 10 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just would rather see taxidermy. I think animals don't scare the shit out of me more than a fucking like old school doll, especially one that has a cracked face. Those look evil.
Wait, the one with a cracked face. The one I'm saying, the one at your grandma's house had a
No, in
cracked face.
general.
Okay, indeed, yeah.
A question. Hypothetical. If you started dating a woman, a girl, maybe, and she invites you to her bedroom, and if I know she has a collection of porcelain.
I'm out.
Yeah. I'm sorry. We see other people.
I
You
said,
know what? I'll face my face. It depends on how hot she is.
yeah,
How hot is she?
that's another secret. How is she? Yeah.
Is she like is she smoke show? Because
Yeah.
Okay, she's a smoke show. Yeah, no, I'll bite the dust.
All right. Yeah. Me too,
I'll even
actually.
look at the dolls and say, "Watch this."
Exactly.
Same.
I'll bite the dust. I'll bite it. If one of them tries to kill me, I'll die happy.
Well, one of them tries to join it.
Oh wow. Well,
She's like, don't. Hey, one of them wants to join it. What?
Abigail's interested. She puts her doll's hand with your legs to make a little relationship.
Okay, that I'm gonna have to draw a line. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
not
sorry.
happy the doll raped me.
I don't know. Strong arms. What are you?
Well, I don't know much. I always thought that Cabbage Patch dolls were pretty creepy. They're almost like they
What about
use
the
the
chicken?
soul
Yeah.
of a dead baby to make
Oh no,
them.
shit, dude. I hate those.
I never really mind the Cabbage Patch dolls. The ones that used to creep me out the most is American Girl dolls.
I remember those. I mean,
My sister had like 3 of them. Are you okay?
Rachel would just burn herself on the
Yeah.
stove or the pan. So
Damn. All right.
all right.
All right. Well, I think that's a good stopping off point.
Yeah.
This has been another fun episode of the Cannonball Podcast.
Yeah.
And enjoy it. And we'll be trying. We're going to be doing more of these with our friend Strong Arms and his
Later.
speaker. All right. Later, boys.
Enjoy the weather.
Later.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Okay, Rachel.
Yeah.
I hear
All
that.
right, Kyle.
You know.
Yeah. All right, Kyle. We'll talk to you again next time. Oh, and we're probably gonna do maybe a week from now, the part 2 of Falling Skies.
Yeah.
Season 2.
Yeah.
I'll get onto it
All right.
All right.
tomorrow. Sure. Start watching.
Is that okay with you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Later, man.
Not tomorrow, maybe Saturday.
Yeah.
Let me exit out the thing. Thank you all for stay tuned for the show. I hope you all enjoyed. Peace out, y'all.